Welcome to the Rock Your World Naturally show, sharing God's prescription for total health in spirit, soul, and body. I'm your host, Rakesia McMillan, award-winning author, Air Force veteran, and total health coach. I'm passionate about sharing biblical truth, scientific research, and practical lifestyle approaches to help heal your world naturally. God bless you and welcome to the Rock Your World Naturally show. I'm your host, Rakesia McMillan, also known as the Total Health Coach, where we are rocking your world with all things natural. It's the place where healthy women rock. This month, our focus has been on holistic health. Living more holistically means that we are living more naturally. And it's hard to believe that almost 20 years ago, I began my journey to living a more holistic lifestyle, and it truly did rock my world naturally. For those of you that know my story, I was plagued with a number of illnesses, a number of sicknesses, but God began to reveal to me through the scriptures 7 divine keys that changed my life. And one by one, I began to take those simple steps, and I started removing toxic products from my home, cleaning, skincare. I was also having to change my lifestyle habits. And so when I made these changes, it helped me to move into the lifestyle that I am now living. And it is my passion to help other women to do so. And so when it comes to holistic living, I made some external changes, but there were also some spiritual and some emotional changes that took place in my life too, because when I began to clean up my outer environment, it also impacted my life spiritually. It's what I like to call a divine alignment, that God in his infinite wisdom showed me how to align my spirit, my soul, and my body. And so what are you doing right now to live a more holistic lifestyle? As we've been taking this journey through the month of August, I would love to hear your story. Today, it's Topic Tuesday, where we take a topic that is currently being discussed that impacts women's health. And today I'm going to spend a little bit of time talking about fibroids, because fibroids are the most common non-malignant growth in women of childbearing age. A lot of times they're associated with heavy menstrual bleeding, subfertility, and many times the way that fibroids are treated is through conventional measures. And so today the topic is fibroids, alternative methods to treatment. Some of those methods include herbal remedies. They include non-invasive ways to treat alternatives. And I'm also going to share my personal testimony of how God showed me how to reveal fibroids that were plaguing my health. If there's a health topic that you want to hear discussed on the show, you can send me an email at womenrockhealthcoaching@gmail.com. I'm also looking for women who would like to co-host on the show with me. If you feel that you embody the Rock Your World Naturally lifestyle, be sure to reach out to me. I would love to have you co-host with me. Today's show is brought to you by the Slim Crystal Water Bottle and the Total Body Cleanse. Ladies, are you looking to level up on your water intake by drinking more water consistently throughout the day, every day? We hear on a continual basis that we need to drink more water, right? Why? Because water has countless benefits, to include regulating our concentration and focus. It helps to clear the lungs. It flushes out toxins from our kidneys, our liver, and it gives us natural energy. What if I told you about a special water bottle that was crafted to help you to lose weight naturally as well as increase your energy levels. The Slim Crystal Water Bottle is the world's only crystal water bottle that was created to infuse water so that it can help support healthy weight loss. Drinking 2 to 3 liters of water from the Slim Crystal Water Bottle each day is a great way to support weight loss, maintain healthy digestion, have high energy levels, and it can support your health and long-term youthfulness amongst many other benefits. The unique combination of crystals is so powerful that it has been used for decades to help thousands of men and women change their lives for the better. And now it's your turn to try it. Ladies, this water bottle is a one-of-a-kind water bottle because it's infused with 9 authentic gemstones that were created by God. Did you know that just like essential oils, just like plants and every other creation, that gemstones also have healing properties? And it just makes sense because everything that God created is filled with His life-giving and healing power. This bottle contains healing gemstones to include red jasper, amethyst, clear quartz, and others. We are so confident that you will love this product that it comes with a 100% satisfaction and a 60-day money-back guarantee. You can go to my website, Women Rock Health Coaching, or click on the show notes to order your water bottle today. Feel great all day long with the Slim Crystal Water Bottle. Prior to becoming a health coach, I went through years of suffering from a number of health conditions. I suffered from chronic fatigue syndrome, myalgia, which is a form of fibromyalgia, hypoglycemia, candida overgrowth, fibroids, post-traumatic stress disorder, and a near bout of Lyme disease after being bitten by a tick. And the majority of the illnesses that I was suffering from stemmed from my bloodstream that was overflowing with toxins, some of which included residue from past viral infections, chemicals from daily products that I was using, pesticides from the food that I was eating, as well as bacteria and parasites from exposure to mold. And did you know that if the blood is not cleansed on a regular basis, that the body gets overloaded with toxins, and our detox organs, the liver, our kidneys, our lungs, our gut, and our skin, which we count on for maintaining our health, gets knocked out of balance? And when this happens, we experience significant symptoms that occur from the body trying to correct itself. So ladies, I have to ask you these questions. Are you suffering from any of the following? Hard to lose belly fat, brain fog, especially after COVID-19, chronic fatigue, constipation, sugar cravings, bloated stomach, skin problems, flatulation or gas, excessive cellulite, gallbladder problems, body aches, joint pain, migraine headaches, foul breath, body odor, insomnia, poor sleeping problems. Ladies, if you are experiencing any of these symptoms, your body is speaking to you. Please do not ignore what it's saying. It is time to do some spring cleaning from the inside out. I want to invite you to join me for my Total Body Cleanse Challenge on September the 30th of 2022. For more information, click on the show notes or go to my website, womenrockhealthcoaching.com. I'd love for you to join me during my Total Body Cleanse. Welcome back to the show. I'm Rakesia McMillan, your Total Health Coach. It's Topic Tuesday, where I'm discussing herbal methods used to treat fibroids and alternatives to surgical procedures. Ecclesiastes 1:9 reminds us that what has been will be, and that which is done is what will be done, and there is nothing new under the sun. Just as women are facing health issues today, women throughout the scriptures also faced health challenges in the Bible. And one woman in particular that you may be familiar with or that you may be new to is a woman who had an issue of blood that was recorded in the New Testament. It shares that she was diseased with an issue of blood for 12 long years in Matthew 9 and 20. And she suffered at the hands of a lot of physicians. She had spent all of the money that she had, and no matter what she did, she couldn't get well, and her condition actually grew worse, as it's recorded in Mark 5 and 26. But then one day, she heard of Jesus Christ. And when she saw that he was near in her city, in her town, that she joined in with the crowds of people that were following Jesus because he was on his way to Jairus' house. And she said within herself, "If I may but touch his garment, I shall be whole." Matthew 9:21. And so she came behind and she touched the hem of Jesus's garment. And as soon as she touched him, the fountain of her blood was dried up, and she felt in her body that she was healed of that plague. Mark 5:29. And as soon as she touched him, Jesus, immediately knowing in himself that the virtue or strength had gone out of his body, he stopped and he asked, "Who touched me?" And everyone that was around him denied it. And Peter asked him, he said, "Master, there are multitudes of people that are crowding around you, and you're asking who touched you. We'll never be able to determine who touched you." And that was according to Luke 8:45. And when the woman, she saw that she was unable to hide from the Lord, she came trembling and falling down before him. And she declared to him and before all the people why she had touched him and how she was immediately healed in Luke 8 and 47. And Jesus looked at her and he told her, "Daughter, be of good comfort. Thy faith has made thee whole. Go in peace." Luke 8:48. Here we see Jesus as a truly compassionate healer who transformed this woman's entire life with just one touch. And from this passage, it lets us know that God can bring healing into our lives in a number of different ways. For this woman, it was touching the hem of Jesus's garment. Throughout the scriptures, we see that Jesus works so many miracles. We also see miracles of healing all throughout the Old Testament as well. So he can work a miracle. He can use people in the medical profession, or he can use elements from the earth, because everything that came out of the earth contains his life-giving and healing power. And many times we do not look at the earth as a living organism, but the earth truly is a living organism because it came out of the very life force of God. Everything about him is Zoe. It is the God kind of life. So we see the seas and the oceans teeming with life. We see plant life that has the ability to heal when we take it in its true, rawest, proper form. There are so many gemstones in creation that bring about healing. And all of these things that are on the earth were given to us as gifts to bring about healing to our physical bodies. And so when we talk about fibroids, let's take a look at what they are and how this is actually affecting and impacting the health of women today. Fibroids are growths that affect the breast or the uterus in women between the ages of 35 and 49. Excessive estrogen or an underactive thyroid are the main causes of fibroids in women. Rather than resorting to surgery to reverse the condition, the recommendation is to consider alternatives such as nutrition, herbal medicine, or natural therapy. Some of the symptoms of fibroids may include painful or swollen breasts or excessive bleeding from the uterus, consuming too much fat, caffeine, chocolate, sodas, sugar, an improper diet, stress, obesity, as well as taking birth control pills have all been linked to fibroids. And so when we're talking about fibroids, many times they are non-cancerous in women, again, who are of childbearing age. Statistics show that around 30% of women have been clinically diagnosed with symptomatic fibroids. And again, some of the common symptoms are having heavy or painful periods, prolonged menstrual cycles, bleeding between periods, pelvic pain, low back pain. You can have feel that your abdomen is always full. You may have urinary or you may not have urinary symptoms. There can also be reproductive problems such as infertility, multiple miscarriages, or early onset of labor during pregnancy. And so many women with uterine fibroids may not even experience any symptoms. They may be asymptomatic. It's been estimated that fibroids could affect up to 77% of women of childbearing age in the US. Many times, uterine fibroids are one of the main reasons why hysterectomies are carried out, and that's been shown in the data from the 90s up until the present. And so when we look at the structure of a fibroid, what is it actually composed of? How do they actually form within the body? And so fibroids are growths of muscular or fibrous cells within or attached to the uterus, or it could also be within the breast. Fibroids may grow as a single tumor or in clusters. A single fibroid can be less than 1 inch in size, or it can grow to 8 inches or more. And a group of fibroids can also vary in size. And so some of the things that can attribute to fibroid growth, it could be genetically linked. It could be some type of hormonal imbalance in the body. It could be immunological, meaning that there is some type of defect within the immune system within itself. It could be attributed to a poor diet, as I read earlier about so many of the things that can cause those uterine fibroids to come about. Environmental toxins can also play a role in starting the growth of fibroids or continuing its growth. There are several risk factors for uterine fibroids that have also been identified. For those of us who are African American women, we are 3 to 5 times more likely to have fibroids within our body. Women who are also overweight or obese for their height, according to the body mass index, also show that they are at a higher risk of having fibroids within the body. Women who have given birth also appear to have a lower risk. Some of the recommended treatments, now these are a lot of the more invasive ways that fibroids are currently treated within conventional medicine. So many of the recommendations are based on the woman's age, her pregnancy status, or if she has a desire for future pregnancies, her overall general health are some of the factors that are considered before treatments are actually given. A lot of times, because there's pain associated with fibroids, a lot of times there will be prescription medication that is non-steroidal, anti-inflammatory, also known as the NSAID drugs. Also, ibuprofen is also another form of treatment if a woman is having pain. Another alternative in conventional medicine is surgical therapy, meaning that there is surgery that takes place to actually remove the fibroids with the goal of leaving the uterus healthy or the breast healthy, to avoid having a hysterectomy or even further invasive treatments concerning removal of the fibroids in the body. And so more women are moving away from the preference of having surgery or more invasive ways of removing the fibroids, and women are seeking less invasive options. And so today I'm going to share some alternatives to what that actually looks like. And so after the commercial break, I'll share those alternative remedies and less invasive methods with you right after the break. Thank you for joining in. You're listening to the Rock Your World Naturally show, where we are rocking your world with all things natural, according to God's plan for total health. It's the place where healthy women rock. You can follow me on Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, Twitter, and subscribe to my YouTube channel, all at Women Rock Health Coaching, for more content on how to rock your world naturally. Visit my website at womenrockhealthcoaching.com for more information on webinars, retreats, health challenges, conferences, events, and more. Are you looking for a way to lose weight naturally but simply don't have time to go to the gym or follow a meal plan? Exipure is a natural dietary supplement that intends to support healthy weight loss. Exipure is unlike anything you've ever tried or experienced. It is the only product in the world that has a proprietary blend of 8 exotic nutrients and plants designed to target low brown adipose tissue levels, the newfound root cause of your unexplained weight gain. Some of the exotic ingredients include organic, non-GMO ginger, holy basil, and white Korean ginseng. Exipure comes with a 100% satisfaction, 180-day money-back guarantee. If you are not astonished at how fast your deep, stubborn fat stores melt away into pure energy, or shocked as you admire your new toned slim body in the mirror, then at any time they'll refund every single penny of your investment. No questions asked. You can go to my website, womenrockhealthcoaching.com, or click on the Work With Me link and select the Exipure link for discounted rates and to receive 2 free gifts. Welcome back to the show, where it's Topic Tuesday, where I'm discussing alternative remedies and less invasive methods to treat fibroids. And to just share a little bit of a personal story of my own, in 2005, I was diagnosed with several fibroids in my body, particularly in my breast. And so after completing the biopsy, they were found to be benign and non-cancerous, which I was very grateful and thankful to God for. But I knew that at that moment, it shifted my mindset. And I knew that I had to do something. I had to take action, because I didn't want to have surgery to remove any of the fibroids from my body. I didn't want to have any type of invasive treatment or anything of that nature. And then secondly, I didn't want the fibroids to grow or get worse. And so what worked for me when I began this particular part of my health journey is that I started juicing. And after 3 to 6 months of juicing, I can tell you that I have not had a fibroid since 2005. And so the reason why juicing is so powerful is because it heals the body on a cellular level. And for those of you that have followed me, that continue to know my platform for the work that I do, that it is always rooted in Leviticus 17 and 11. The life of all living creatures is in the blood. And so juicing heals the blood environment. It ties in so beautifully with this scripture. And so my blood environment had to be cleaned up because of how I was eating, because of environmental factors and unhealthy lifestyle habits that were affecting me, which were now creating the fibroids within my body. And so if you want to reverse fibroids in your body, the number one go-to way is through juicing. And you can purchase an inexpensive juicer on Amazon. You can get them now at any type of store, whether it's Target, Walmart. And when you begin juicing, I'm just going to make some recommendations, because you should really look at alternating and using different fruits and vegetables to obtain the maximum benefits of juicing. Because the goal of juicing is to detoxify and to cleanse the system while boosting your immune system. And when you do that, you're helping to regenerate the organs. Because when our organs become overloaded with toxins, there's an imbalance that's created in our body. We will not be able to function properly if that balance is not there, and things within our body will begin to manifest, such as fibroids. So again, the goal of juicing is to both detoxify and cleanse the system while boosting the immune system and regenerating your vital organs. And so here's a detox juicing recipe that you can try. You can take a pinch of cayenne pepper. You can take ginger, garlic, apple cider vinegar, grape juice, and you can mix that with either just a little touch of raw honey or maple syrup. And this combination detoxifies and it improves the circulation and strengthens the immune system. So that's just one recipe for detoxing and cleansing the body. Another one is that you can combine the following green vegetables. And we always want to detox and cleanse our body with those deep green leafy vegetables, because that again works on healing the body at the cellular level. And so when you're using green vegetables, they can be blended in a single or combination form to cleanse the bloodstream. It helps to tone the organs and again stimulates the body's cell growth. Here are just some things that you might want to include in this particular green vegetable drink. You can include watercress, spinach, dandelion, parsley, alfalfa sprouts, as well as a green pepper. If you want more of a deeper cleanse, you can also add wheatgrass, spirulina, chlorella, celery, lemon, and lime, and drink that in that particular combination. Some other greens that you can also add is broccoli. You can add cabbage. You can also add carrots too. A lot of people throw away those carrot tops. You can find those mostly in farmers markets. I know that the farmers market that I frequent, the carrot tops are always on top of the carrots. So you can use those to blend in your juice drink as well. And so when you're ingesting the green drinks, they are rich in flavonoids, which are also known to reduce the risk of fibroids. You can also blend aloe vera and wheatgrass juice for further detoxification. So I've gone over some of the greens that you can include in your juicing. You can also juice berries like aceia, pomegranate, blueberries, strawberries into your regimen as well, because they are high in antioxidants. And this again helps to enhance the immune system, which is also helping to infuse your body with a rich supply of vitamin C. Another alternative therapy outside of juicing is that you can rely on or even try traditional Chinese herbal medicine. And any type of herbal medicine is going to be beneficial to your body or your healing. And so when it comes down to an alternative therapy for the treatment of fibroids, China uses traditional herbal medicine. And so in many of their studies, they have found that when there is an imbalance within the body, which is usually correlated to your blood circulation, which goes back to Leviticus 17 and 11, when there's a disturbance, when there is a disruption in the endocrine system and the blood circulation, that's going to throw our body off in a number of different ways. And so the herbal preparations that are prescribed by practitioners, they've shown that there has been great response and there's been great results to Chinese herbal preparation. There's studies that show there's been a relief of symptoms. It shrinks the fibroid tumors without any significant adverse effects. So depending on what stage you're at within your fibroid growth will show what you need to be treated for in those different areas. And I know that I have personally used traditional Chinese medicinal herbs for cleansing, as well as with my clients. And again, they are highly effective because it's plant-based medicine, herbal medicine that is rooted in Leviticus 17 and 11 for the cleansing and the detoxifying of the blood and the tissues. The third and the last method that I'll share today is through infrared sauna treatments. And I truly believe in the power of infrared sauna treatments because sometimes there's toxic heavy metals that are often stored in those hard to access parts of our body, like our fatty tissues. And so one of those key techniques that is helpful to eliminate heavy metals from the blood, from our tissues, involves the use of infrared sauna treatments. And so infrared saunas are effective, more effective than moisturized saunas because they are actually heating up the deep fatty tissues within the body, which causes the body to sweat. And we know that the skin is the largest organ on the human body, and it is one of the chief ways that the body detoxes. And so when we are sweating, when we are in the sauna, that it is releasing those toxins from our bodies. And so again, studies have shown that not only will it help to alleviate the pain that you may be experiencing, but again, infrared sauna treatments help to heal and restore the body on the cellular level. And so we have juicing, we have our traditional Chinese herbal medicines, as well as our infrared sauna treatments. And many times when it comes down to holistic healing, that we have to truly change our mind, because many times we're so used to what conventional medicine offers and what conventional medicine dictates. But knowing that the Bible is the greatest medical book that has ever been written from Genesis to Revelations, it has so many remedies and plant-based treatments that we can use to help bring healing and wholeness to our physical bodies. And so we have to really tap into Romans 12, 1 and 2. When the Apostle Paul was writing to them, he was sharing that they have to be transformed by the renewing of their mind. So when it comes down to God's way of healing, the way that he always intended, that we have to renew our minds to it, that it has never changed. His way, his blueprint for healing has never changed, but we have to renew our mindset back to the way that God has always intended for us to heal physically, spiritually, as well as on an emotional level. And so I just want to encourage you, even as we're closing out, some of the takeaways from our show today. 2 Peter 1 and 3 says that his divine power has given us everything we need for life and godliness through our knowledge of him who called us by his own glory and goodness. And so God has provided us with all things that we need for this life, to include an unlimited supply of ways to heal our bodies. God said that he has given us every plant yielding seed on the face of the earth, and every tree with every seed for its fruit. And so if you are experiencing pain in your body, or you've been suffering for a long time, like the woman with the issue of the blood, know that God has given different ways to heal, whether he chooses to do that in a miracle, whether he chooses to use a health practitioner, whether he uses that through a holistic remedy, through trees or herbs. He has given us these gifts to serve many purposes in our lives. And so I just want to encourage you to embrace and receive the wonderful gifts to experience the healing and the abundant life that God promises to you, to me, to all of us through his holy word. Jesus came that we might have life and that we might have it more abundantly. I pray that today's show was a blessing to you. Be sure to share it. Listen to the Rock Your World Naturally show wherever you listen to podcasts. Rate and review wherever you listen. For more content from Rock Your World Naturally, visit womenrockhealthcoaching.com.